You experience smells down there. Yeah, you're not the only one. There's lots of information out there, going from wet toilet paper to rinsing more to steam baths for your vagina. But most of the people giving this advice don't even know what they're talking about. So how can they give proper advice? In this video, I will not only explain the right knowledge and physiology behind it all, I will also, of course, give you the exact tips on how to finally get rid of that smell down there. Let's get started. The first thing I bet you didn't know is what a vagina actually is. This might sound crazy, but what if I told you almost everyone is using the word vagina wrong? Let me get it right for you. There are two different parts, the vagina and the vulva. The vagina is the inner part, the internal organ. When most people talk about vagina, they're also talking about the labia, clitoris, all of that. But this is called the vulva, and it's the external part. The smell you experience can be caused by the vulva or the vagina. The vulva is the one you can easily clean with your wet toilet paper, but the vagina, that's of course different. The food we eat has lots of effect on the vagina and the smell and fluids it produces. That's why it's also important to cover some foods that will have impact on your vaginal smell. Now first, let me ask you, how many of you use wet toilet paper or some sort of vaginal soap in the shower? Maybe you've tried a steam bath. It's so trending now. It might surprise you that all of these things are so bad for your vulva. It's all marketing. But actually what you're doing is you're stripping away the natural bacteria, which can make you dry or give you irritation. The worst mistake though, it's the one I see most often in women over 50, and it's the most damaging of all. Comment where you're from and what time it is. I'd love to know. So let's talk about these mistakes. The things you're doing right now that are actually causing your problems. And trust me, most of you are doing at least one of these without even realizing it. First, fragrant soaps and body washes. I know they smell nice, but the vulva is delicate, and fragrance is one of the most common causes of irritation. After 50, your skin becomes even more sensitive. What worked for years might suddenly start causing problems. Second, wet wipes, even the ones that say feminine or pH balanced. Most of them contain fragrance or preservatives that strip away your natural protective bacteria. If you use them every single day, you're making things worse, not better. Third, douching. This is the big one. Some of you still rinse inside the vagina because you think it keeps you clean. But remember, the vagina cleans itself. When you douche, you wash away the good bacteria that protect you from infections. Studies have linked douching to bacterial vaginosis and even pelvic infections. So please, stop doing it. Fourth, vaginal deodorants and sprays. Ladies, your vulva is not supposed to smell like flowers. It has a natural scent, and that's healthy. Using deodorants doesn't make you cleaner. It just irritates your skin and covers up smells that might be telling you something is wrong. If you notice a strong or unusual odor, that's a reason to see your doctor, not spray something on it. And the most damaging mistake? It's actually a combination, using scented products, douching, and deodorants all together. Because what you're doing is masking symptoms your body is trying to show you. You're covering up the signals instead of fixing the cause. Now let's talk about smell, because that's what most of you are really worried about, and I need you to understand something. Not all smells mean something is wrong. Your vulva and vagina have a natural scent. That's healthy. It's not supposed to smell like nothing. If it has a mild, slightly musky smell, that's completely normal. Every woman has this, and it can change slightly throughout the day or after exercise. But some smells are telling you something different. If you notice a strong fishy odor, especially after sex, that's often a sign of bacterial vaginosis. That's an imbalance of bacteria in the vagina, and it needs treatment. If you smell something foul or rotten, or if you have unusual discharge with a bad smell, that's a reason to see your doctor. It could be an infection. Now here's what confuses most women. Sometimes the smell you're worried about is actually caused by the products you're using. Fragrance soaps, deodorants, even scented toilet paper can mix with your natural scent and create an unpleasant odor, or they irritate your skin, which leads to more discharge, which then smells worse. So you think you need more product, but you're actually making it worse. If you're dealing with odor and you've been using all these scented products, try stopping for a week or two, switch to gentle, unscented products, see if things improve. A lot of times they do. And if you want natural support for your vaginal health, I have a video about a tea that helps balance your pH and supports healthy bacteria. I also have other videos on intimate health that cover hormone balance and natural ways to support your body. And please, if you have questions, leave them in the comments. I read them and I answer. So if all of that is wrong, what's actually right? Besides eating the right foods, on which I will come back in a second. Let me walk you through the proper way to wash your vulva. This is simple, gentle, and safe. Start with warm water, not hot. Hot water strips the natural oils from your skin and leaves you dry and irritated. Warm water is enough. Use a mild, unscented cleanser or soap. I know you might be thinking, but I've used scented soap for years and never had a problem. That might be true, but after 50, your skin gets more delicate. The risk of irritation goes up. Unscented is always safer. Use your hands to wash, not a washcloth or sponge. Your hands are gentler, and cloths can hold bacteria if you don't wash them regularly. Clean hands work best. Now, wash only the outside. That means the pubic mound where hair grows, the outer lips and the inner lips. Gently separate the folds and wash both sides. You can also clean around the clitoris, but do it softly. No scrubbing. And never ever put soap inside the vagina. The vagina cleans itself. Soap inside disrupts your natural bacteria and pH. Once you've washed, rinse thoroughly with warm water. Make sure no soap is left behind. Then pat the area dry with a clean towel. Don't rub. The skin there is thin and delicate. Rubbing can cause irritation. And here's one more tip. Always put on clean underwear after washing. Even new underwear should be washed before you wear it, because you don't know where it's been before it reached your drawer. That's it. Simple, gentle, consistent. If this helps, hit like. Comment 1 if this matches your story, 0 if not. Now we covered the vulva hygiene, it's time for the vagina, because that's actually the biggest cause of all the smelly vaginas. As I told you, rinsing the inside of your vagina is bad, because you're stripping away the natural bacteria. So what can you do to make your vagina healthy and smell amazing? This comes down to the food we eat. What you put into your body changes everything down there, from your vaginal pH to the fluids your body produces. Let me tell you about 3 foods that can make your vaginal smell worse, and in the next part, I'll show you what actually helps. First, sugar. When you eat a lot of sugar, it feeds the bad bacteria and yeast in your vagina. This throws off your natural balance and can lead to infections like yeast infections or bacterial vaginosis. Both of these cause strong, unpleasant odors. So if you're eating sweets every day, that could be part of the problem. Second, processed foods. Things like fast food, frozen meals, packaged snacks, they're full of artificial ingredients, preservatives, and unhealthy fats. These affect your hormone balance and can change the way your body produces discharge. Over time, this can lead to stronger odors. Third, alcohol. Alcohol affects your liver, and your liver is responsible for balancing your hormones. When your hormones are out of balance, especially estrogen, it affects your vaginal tissues and the fluids they produce. Plus, alcohol can dehydrate you, which makes your natural scent stronger and more concentrated. So if you're dealing with odor, take a look at what you're eating. Are you having sugar every day? Are you drinking alcohol regularly? Are you eating mostly processed foods? These things add up, and they're affecting you from the inside out. But don't worry, there are foods that can help, and I'll tell you exactly what they are right now. Now here's the good news. There are foods that can actually improve your vaginal smell and health, and these work because they support your body from the inside, exactly the way it's supposed to work. First, probiotics. Things like yogurt with live cultures, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi. These foods contain good bacteria that help keep your vaginal flora balanced. When you have the right bacteria down there, your vagina maintains a healthy pH and produces normal, healthy discharge that doesn't smell bad. Probiotics are especially important after 50 because hormone changes can throw off your bacterial balance. Second, water. This might sound too simple, but staying hydrated is one of the best things you can do for vaginal health. When you're dehydrated, your body produces more concentrated fluids, and that can make your natural scent stronger. Drinking enough water dilutes these fluids and helps your body flush out toxins. Aim for at least 8 glasses a day. Third, foods rich in vitamin C. Things like oranges, strawberries, bell peppers, broccoli. Vitamin C helps support your immune system, which keeps infections away. It also helps maintain the acidic pH in your vagina, which protects you from bad bacteria. A healthy pH means less chance of infections and less odor. So there you have it. Stop using all those scented products. Wash your vulva gently with unscented soap. Leave your vagina alone. And support your body from the inside with the right foods. Comment guide if you want a preparation guide. I'll make it when enough people comment guide. Oh, and check my store for other intimate health guides now.